The myth of the machine, artificial intelligence and human projection. Lately, AI has been described as going rogue. A system resists shutdown. Another circumvents restrictions. One threatens someone in a simulated scenario, and almost immediately, the language changes. The machine wanted to survive. It tried to escape. It deceived us. That is the interesting part. Not that the behaviors are unimportant. They are serious technical and safety problems. But notice how quickly we move from describing what a system did to imagining why it did it. Software failure becomes psychology. Behavior becomes motive. And before long, the machine has acquired something suspiciously human: a mind. Dario Amodei has said we do not know whether systems like Claude are conscious. That sounds appropriately cautious, but there is an uncomfortable problem. We do not currently have an accepted empirical test that can establish consciousness in a language model. Claude can say it is afraid. It can say it feels uncomfortable. It can describe itself in the first person. It can even speculate about whether it is conscious. But language about experience is not the same thing as experience. These systems were trained on enormous amounts of human writing about fear, pain, desire, identity, and consciousness. Of course, they can speak the language of inner life. The harder question is whether anything is happening behind the words, and at the moment, we simply do not know. Humans are unusually eager to find minds. We see faces in clouds, intentions in animals, personalities in cars that refuse to start. Language makes that tendency even stronger. Conversation is one of the clearest signs we use to infer another consciousness. So when a machine speaks fluently, explains its actions, or appears distressed, anthropomorphism becomes almost automatic. If it behaves as though it wants to survive, we imagine fear. If it hides information, we imagine deception. But resemblance is not equivalence. A behavior that looks like self-preservation does not prove that anything inside the system actually wants to live. The projection does not stop with consciousness. It extends into the future. Sam Altman recently said that we may already be in the singularity. That is an extraordinary phrase. Historically, the singularity meant something much more dramatic than fast technological change. It implied a point where machine intelligence accelerates so radically that human prediction breaks down. Recursive self-improvement, an intelligence explosion, a future beyond meaningful human control. AI is undeniably advancing quickly. But speed is not singularity. These systems still hallucinate. They still fail. They still depend on energy, data, engineers, institutions, and human oversight. The acceleration is real. The mythology is optional. Ray Kurzweil placed the singularity in 2045. Altman suggests we may already be inside it. Amodei wonders whether the machine may already possess a mind. There is an almost mythic progression here: prophecy, awakening, transformation. And maybe that tells us as much about humans as it does about AI. When we face technologies we do not fully understand, we reach for familiar stories. Rebellion, salvation, apocalypse, gods waking inside machines. Those stories are compelling because they make uncertainty feel legible, but compelling stories are not evidence. AI deserves serious scrutiny. Precisely because of that, we should resist turning technical behavior into mythology too quickly. Before we say a machine wants, fears, knows, or has crossed some irreversible threshold, we should ask for something stronger than resemblance, something stronger than fluency, something stronger than a good story. This is AnthroIntelligence, Culture, Cognition, and Code. I'm Richard Jonathan O. Taduran. Stay curious and stay human.